Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you all are good and fine. So in our last video we discussed how we can create our first app in FastAPI, which is a framework for creating APIs, and here we will discuss how we can connect this web application with the database, and we will deploy it on Heroku, which is a cloud platform which is free of cost. We can deploy Flask, Django, and Fast API, React, JS, like these web applications over here without any charges, and we have a database also, so we can develop our database over there. Without wasting time, let's go. So this is our site, okay, and this is our GitHub. So at first time I'm opening my IDE, and this is a folder which is present on my desktop, so I'm opening it. As you can see, it is present on desktop. Yeah, now hit cmd and enter. We will get this cmd prompt, and here this is our GitHub desktop. So here I'm creating a new repository. So let's suppose I'm naming it FastAPI DB. Okay, and location would be the same. Web application. Fast API. Web application. I'm creating it. Publish with the same name. Keep this code private. Okay. So now our repository is created. If we see, we have this one, and if we go to our GitHub, so yeah, so we have this one. Okay, so our repository has been created. Here we will open our cmd. Let's close first one. Okay, so here we will create a virtual environment because I want to keep it independent from my local machine dependencies. So I'm using a VMD and FastAPI DB VEMD. So as you can see, we have it is creating a separate virtual environment. Now it has been created. Let's activate it. So suppose let's open it. FastAPI. Okay, so yeah, so this is here, and we have to go to scripts, and here we have to activate this one. So I can use this terminal also. So cd FastAPI VEMD, and then we have this scripts. FastAPI DB. Sorry. FastAPI DB, and activate. So virtual environment is activated. So I'm in right folder, not right. Okay, so I'm in so our virtual environment has been activated. So let's install FastAPI with this UV icon server. I discussed it about in our last video. If you don't see, please have a look over there. So now it is being installing. It is installing Ninja 2 templates and UV icon server, and everything which is related to the FastAPI it will install. Let's upgrade it. Okay, so if we see what are the modules we have now. Yeah, so we have these. So let's create a requirements.txt. So we will keep this file for further deployment. Requirement.txt. Yeah. So it will add all these packages into this requirement.txt. So as you can see, we have all these, and for deploying it on Heroku, we have to install one more package, which is, so I'm installing it right now. So pip install GUNICon. So it is installed, but this package will not added to this requirement.txt. We have to again run this command. Sorry. So let's install it, create it. Now as you can see, you will see, yeah, GUNICon dot GUI. So GUNICon is present over here. Let's create our now we have to create a one more file, which is the prompt file, which will take care of the running the Heroku server. How many workers we need to install this one. So let me paste it. So this is the command. I will share the source code file in the description, so you will get this string over there. So I'm using a single worker, and this will create a worker to running that server. Okay, so now code is ready. Now we have to create a our main file, fastest main.py. So from import FastAPI, sorry, from FastAPI import FastAPI. Okay, and that would be FastAPI, and then app.get. ASYC and okay, so we have to write a function over here, and now return something, message SCRS. Okay, so FastAPI main page is activated, and then let's move to this one, and here first commit, and then hit commit. Let's wait for some time. It is because we have much data to send it to the repository, so that's why it is taking time, because we created a virtual environment and we installed some packages. So here 2817 changes are there. So yeah, just push here. You can use Git also to do this process, but it is easy to use. That's why I'm using this UI tool. You can use Git also. So there you can use your terminal to commit the changes over the repository to create a repository and then push and pull operations, whatever you want. Because it is easy to use, you can use this one also. You don't need to write command. So it is compressing the changes. So yeah, it is done now. So if you go here and refresh your page on GitHub, so you can see these files are present here. Okay, now go to the Heroku and create a app name, FastAPI DB, FastAPI DB, and create a app, and then go to connect to GitHub. GitHub, you have to write the repository. So what was the name of repository? FastAPI DB. Yeah, so this is the same FastAPI DB, and I'm connecting it. You can enable automatic deploy, but it depends on you. If you want to make it automatic, like if you commit some changes or you do some changes in your repository, so it will automatically redeploy this application. So for now I'm not enabling it, I just deploy it. Let's see. Finger crossed. Let's hope it works. It should work now. It may take time. Just wait and watch. So it is showing that it has been deployed. Let's wait for some time. It will display the result over here. So yeah, so it has been successfully deployed. Let's see our application. Yeah, boom. So here we can see our first app is ready over here. So now our application is running on this one. If we try with different browser with the same URL over here, so yeah, it is working fine. And if we use our Swagger UI, yeah, so Swagger UI is also working. Yes, it is also working. So fine, or we successfully deployed our first application on Heroku. And now come to the second part, which would be to support the database, how we can do it. So we have to use Heroku PostgreSQL. So it is free. Let's create our database connection. So here we have this one. Now go to Heroku PostgreSQL. So we have this one, database credentials. So this would be the actual location of your URI location of your database. It contains all the username, password, anything will be present over here. So what we have to do, we have to connect this database. So we have to import some module. databases. Okay, and we have to import also SQL Alchemy, which is present, and we have to import model from identic. Import base model. Okay, so these are the list. Okay, and now we have to create our URI, and then we will connect that URI with the databases. These are the two modules which we need to import. So let's install these also. Install databases. I think we don't have this databases. No, we don't have. Install it. And the second one is SQL. Let's check for it also. We don't have this one also. So we have to install SQL. Install. Let me check for the syntaxes. SQL. Yeah, we have to write it small. Mixed letter. Okay. Okay, so I think SQL already installed. Let me check. Yeah, it has been installed. So let's freeze our requirement.txt for SQL Alchemy is present. Fine. And database is present. Yeah. So now we have all the required. Okay, we have all the required functions. Okay. Now let's move to the actual program. So here we will first include our database. So database URL. So database URL would be the actual URL which we copied from the code base. I have to copy this one and paste it over here. So you have to use this one also. You have to use this is outdated, so you have to use complete SQL. Otherwise, it will throw an error at the build process. Here. Okay. Now fine. Now let's connect to the database URL. So database is equal to databases dot database function, and we have database URL. Okay. Now our database is fine. Let's create a data which will contain the actually I'm using the object of that database, and I will not do the function perform the operations on actually. I'm creating an object for this database, so it will keep this my database safe and secure from the external environment. Okay, so SQL Alchemy create an object for this database. Now move to our actual program. So I have to create a program which will handle the database. Okay, so let's go. So here I will create a to-do list in which we will add a to-do at database, and we can retrieve it anytime. So it will store in the database itself. So let's create a dictionary where we will have I'm creating a model of it. You can see it. It would be a schema for that SQL alchemy object. So yeah, so this would be the table, and table name would be notes, and then metadata, and then we have this SQL alchemy dot column id SQL alchemy dot integer, and it would be the primary key also. SQL alchemy dot column. So it would be text. Okay, so id text, that's it. And we can add one more column for if to do some tasks, means task is completed or not, so we will add a new column also. So text would be a string, and then let's copy it. So we will add completed. Okay, so header would be completed and it would be yeah. So our column is, our schema is ready. Now we have to create an engine also. To run this SQL alchemy object, it will create engine, right, and then we have to pass the URL, would be database URL, and then we will use metadata to create our schema with the on this engine. Yeah, so our database connection has been created. Now we have to create our program actual functionality, how we will create that to-dos. So for which we have to use class, and I'm creating a class with nodes, and I'm using base model which we imported from pydantic model. So it would contain the id as integer, okay, text with str, and the third one was completed with boolean. And okay, so instead of cat, here we will use something else called event. So I'm using this decorator, and on event of we have multiple events, so I'm using startup. So whenever it will start, it will run this. Of course, we have to use asynchronous function, and then we have to create a function. Let's keep startup, and then we have to connect this one and await keyword for connecting the database. So database dot connect. Actually this ID is not supporting this FastAPI functionality, so you may use PyCharm, so it would be easy for you to navigate between the code beautifier, and then we have to create a new event which would be startup shutdown. Okay, so here we will use await. So this the concept of using await and synchronous function is you are using it as a multi-threading, right? Processing or multi-threading things, like we are using it will actually wait for something done. Okay, so if this process takes time, then second process may be executed at that time, so your processor will not sit idle. So that's why we are using this asynchronous function or await functionality over here. So your database will be disconnected. Okay, let's create our main functionality, which we have get, and we will move to the, whenever we goes, we will move to the nodes endpoint, and then response model will be list of. So I think we have to import one more module. I think we don't import typing. Node list. Yeah. Sorry. What was my class name? Not. No, notes. Synchronous function def read not, and then we will return the output function database fetch call. Query, and then let's copy this one, and we have to create a post function also for posting your nodes. So I am creating post, and at nodes response model will be the same, but here we are not using list because we will share only one nodes, right? We will upload only one nodes, so function would be the different. Suppose create node, and node will be type of not. So we have to one more class, okay, which would be same as this one, but I have to change it name. Node input will import the same, and for creating ID would be created automatically because that would be increment value, and these two would be the same. So not it is present. Now what I can do, I have to create a query also. So we have to create a query, and query would be the query of SQL alchemy, which will redirect to the database, and it will perform operations on SQL database. So we have insert function over here with the notes, right? Yeah, so notes will be inserted with the values, and text would be the text, and completed would be the completed, and we have to create a last record also, so that's why we will increment our query according to it. So last record id, so it will add last record id to the database, so and next time we will see that id. Database.execute and then query. I hope it should work, and here I am not using await because it should run definitely. It should not wait, and I am using a reference pointers over here, so it will fetch for all the element. And it would be the id would be last record id, right? So it will return two things: dictionary with the notes, which will contain all the values, and the last record id. So it will fetch id from the records id. Okay, so let's save it. I hope it should work. Let's see. Let's first it let's run it. Here it's a UV icon. Why we can't import pydantic model? I think pydantic is present, right? Base model. Yeah, sorry, not use model. Yeah. Okay, we have to use this import this module also. Let's close this. Click install. Synchronous CPG. Now it has been installed. Now we run the program. Okay, we have to import second one also. Synchronous COPG2. Let's install it also. Let's install it also. Now run the program again. Sorry. Yeah, so it is running. Let's see. 120 Okay, so it is working for on local machine docs. Yeah, so I have nodes. If we try out, we don't have data, so it wouldn't return anything. If we go to the nodes post, and here we have, okay, fine. So it is running on local machine. Let's run it on server. Yeah, because I didn't define any query. Yeah, I think it should let me define it over here, right? Yeah, I'm not defined query here. So here query will be nodes dot fetch all items. Can you select? Okay. Now see, this is running, and I forgot one thing. I have to first comment.txt for adding these two lines over here. Now fine. Now let's move to our actual database. Seven zero seven changes. Okay, let's wait for some time. Wait. Okay, so let's push the changes. Okay, waiting. Yeah, so it has been completed. Move to the directory. Okay, so here we have, and let's run it. It is not reflecting. We go to the overview of database. So we have one table. Okay, so I have to redeploy it because I didn't enable uh, auto auto deploy process. Yes, so I'm redeploying it. Finger crossed. So oh, everything is fine. Let's off. Yeah, fine. So we didn't find any error till now. Let's hope it should work. Okay, so fine. Let's move to the program. Okay, so detail not found. It is working. Docs. Let's move to the server. Yeah, so our application is ready. So for now we don't have any to do. So let's create one. Let's suppose I'm writing subscribe to channel size. Okay, so it is true. Now execute it. So internal error by server error. Why. It is not working. It is returning server error. Yeah, this one is so it is not working on post side. So SQL. Sorry for the changes. I did the wrong. Now push it. Now rebuild our application. Let's wait for some time. So build has been finished. I hope it should work. So we get successful response over here. Nice. So if you want to see, as you can see this output over here because I created only one. And if we run this notes, so yeah, we are receiving this one. So I hope you like this video. Now our application is running with the Postgre database, and you can access it with this URL and with the Swagger UI or with the prompt. You can use Postman also to uh, send the request and receive the request. Okay, I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to our channel. We will meet in the next lecture with the new feature of FastAPI. Take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.